Sup guys, today I gonna tell you story behind Up We Go. That's the track from my new EP on Lumberjacks and Hell, and there's a peculiar story, so I think it's worth retelling. Anyway, it's March 2020 and Antoха MC, that's quite a well-known indie artist in Russia, comes to my studio and we play demos to each other, exchange ideas, thoughts. He plays this track called in Russian "Так множество путей," or "So Many Ways" in English. So it catches my attention because my first album is called the same way. Anyway, he plays this track to me. Asking whether I would like to maybe collaborate with him on it. And I listened to this arrangement and I feel like I should take it somewhere early 90s, where those stabby chords together with the vocals and the bass would feel at home. So that is why I chopped those textbook like breaks, pretty much overused in the early 90s, even by the bands like the Future Sound of London. And that's obviously hot pants break. And so the beat is made in no time at all, sounding like this. You can hear there's kick, 4 to the floor kick beneath it, some additional elements, some crashes, open heads, shakers, etc. And all together it ends sounding like this. Additional rhythmic melody added. Eventually, the version of the track I came up with wasn't used. However, I am one of those people who always recycles, reuses the past ideas, sketches, samples, etc. I really like the beat I came up with for this track, so I decided to reuse it with something else. And I decided to go and browse for unfinished sample sketches from a few years back. And I found this particular one from 5 or 6 years ago, where I was chopping a disco funk sample.
Baby sis? Yeah. Doing in town, girl. Buzz you up. Hey. Baby, I haven't seen you.
The sketch consisted of several chops of that sample. So I ended up layering the beat and the sample together, and they worked perfectly fine together. But instead of just ending up producing, one of those disco funk edits, I made it more interesting, more diverse, and low-end friendly, I would say. Instead of using the bass from the sample, I cut it up to 100 Hertz, I think, and I layered an 808 kick instead of the bass. So that's how they sound together. Another important element of the track is the percussion, especially the 909 open heads, start and stop style. Let's hear them. And the claps. Yeah, the band claps. Some small tricks up my sleeves. So I ended up with a track which is a combo or a fusion of sample-based house music with breakbeat aesthetics and with proper low end, and you can hear it in a good sound system. Short postscriptum. Another track illustrating this recycling idea is another one from the same EP on Lumberjacks in Hell. It's called My Reflection, and the main sample, the main guitar sample, goes back to 2010. So I ended up using it only for this release, which came out 11 years after. That's how it goes. That's the music, that's the culture, that's the influences, that's the infinite flux of ideas. So I think you'd better keep those ideas, and you never know when they will come in handy. Peace.